In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to add a wireless access point into an existing network within CISCO Packet Tracer. So this is a network that I built in a previous tutorial. I've got a router, I've got 2 switches, and I've got 4 PCs. So if you wanted to get this set up, I'll link the video that I did this network in below. But we're going to get started in working out how to add in a wireless access point so we can add in wireless devices to our network. So to get started, what we need is to add the AccessPoint-PT. So we want to come to Network Devices, to Wireless Devices, and it is the AccessPoint-PT. So now what I want to do is I want to add it to my department B, which is VLAN 2. So I'm going to place it down here like so, because I wanted to connect it to this switch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of laptops, which I'm going to connect to this access point. So I'm just going to place them for now so that I've got them ready to go. And I just drag it like that. Okay, so I've got 2 laptops and my access point. So now I need to configure and set up my access point. So what I want to do is I want to click and open up the access point. I want to configure our physical network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off, and this little component here, I'm going to drag it out. And what I want is this here, the PT repeater NM1 CFE. And now I'm going to turn it back on and close that window out. And I want to connect it via a copper straight through cable. And I'm going to connect it down into 23 because I like to connect this sort of thing at the end so that devices like PCs and laptops can use the more beginning ports of a switch, but that's just by personal preference. You can connect it to any port that you'd like. So now I need to configure our laptops to be able to work wirelessly. So what you need to do is you need to come and turn it off and drag out this component and add in the WPC 300N, which turns the laptop into working as a wireless laptop, which is already connected there. So I'm going to repeat the same process here. Drag that in, turn that on, and close it out. And they've already established their own connections. But you can come in here, and if they hadn't already, you can come to desktop to PC wireless to connect, refresh, wait a moment, and then there's our little network of the access point that you could connect to. So if it doesn't do it by default, you can always pop in there and connect it that way. Now, because we aren't using DHCP, we've got to assign static IP addresses to these laptops as well. So they live under our VLAN 2 at department B. So what I'll do is I'll give it the address of 192.168.20.15. And then I need to give the default gateway, which is our switch, of 20.1. And then I'll repeat the same process on this other laptop. So while they do say come up with DHCP, because we don't have a DHCP configured, this will fail and you'll get that message. So that is why we are setting manual addresses. So I'm just going to add in a little note that this one is 192.168.20.15 and this one is 192.168.20.16. So that is our 2 laptops set up and configured. So now what we need to do is test if our network can work and talk to one another. So I'll start off working just in this access point. So open up laptop 0, go to command prompt 192.168.20.16 because I'm going to try ping our laptop 1. Okay, so that is working within our access point. Everything is happy and talking. So what I'm going to try do now is ping our PC 3. Also happy, also working within the same VLAN. Let's try the other side of the network. So I'm going to do 10.12. So the first one should fail and then it should work. Request timed out. Now working. Okay, so it has worked correctly. If you haven't seen my other video, the request timeout is basically because it's sending out an ARP request to understand how it gets across the network to be able to communicate with this PC. And then after it's received back that ARP message, it's able to then send out the pings. So our network coming out of the laptop is working. It's talking to the other access point, to our other devices within Department B, and to Department A. So what we can do is we can come to our PC 0 and just do another test going the other way. So I'm going to try ping our laptop 1. So I'm going to do ping 192.168.20.16. And the first request should fail. And then work. Yes. Okay, so our network is talking, it's communicating, it is working correctly. So that is how you can add a access point within a network to be able to then have wireless devices connected, communicating, and all of that sort of stuff within CISCO Packet Tracer. So I hope this video helped. I will be covering in some later tutorials about DHCP and having that done automatically over the network. So once I get into those, I will repeat some of this video so that you can see how it would automatically populate devices once I add more into it. But that'll be in a future video. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you've got any requests, please leave them in the comments and I will see you in the next one. Bye.